Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through for you. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, Virgo, the overall energy of your reading is the King of Pentacles. Focused on work, focused on what you're creating, focused on building abundance for yourself. Feels like you're creating a foundation for yourself. Feels like what I'm tuning into is a lack of success, maybe even publicly, around building a foundation, building abundance. Interesting. Okay. The lack of success that you've had in regards to work, abundance, creating, I heard legacy, creating what you would prefer for yourself is rooted in your home environment, a lack of happiness. I'm getting the message, all work, no play. So there might be a little bit of a focus, a balancing issue. Some of you might have shifted your focus into work because of unhappiness in your home instead of addressing that unhappiness and working on that. Anything else that we need to know? So I'm getting that there's a link to this unhappiness in your environment, a lack of celebration, a lack of support of the people around you, and it looks like you're taking a leap of faith in a new direction. So it feels like, for some of you, it feels like you've been grieving over an unhappy, this could be a relationship, unhappy home environment. And that I'm getting very clear messages that sadness, the lack of support for you, the lack of happiness, the lack of joy has been blocking your progress. The calls, even though I'm talking about your environment and the people around you, it feels like the call's coming from inside the house, like this isn't the environment for me. Instead of trying to change everybody in your environment to suit you, it feels like a recognition, like this environment doesn't work for me. I don't get my needs met. I'm very unhappy in this environment. I can't overcome obstacles. I don't have any support. There's no celebration. There's no joy. Feels like in that type of energy, your inner child can't come forward. Doesn't feel welcome, doesn't feel safe to play, to have fun, to enjoy. So it looks like what we're talking about is a new way of being. So, wow. All right, Virgo. The hidden blessings. Again, the Fool card coming out again. So I'm getting that how to build the foundation that you prefer, how to create the world that you would prefer, that you would like to manifest into this 3D, because Pentacles is taking a leap of faith. This image is more like a trust fall with the universe. Starting a new cycle, beginning and doing it differently this time, at a different vibration, with different beliefs, that serve you. Wow. All right. Anything more about the hidden blessings? There's new opportunities. It looks like as you take this leap of faith, then you start inviting in new energies, new opportunities. These are seeds that you can water and grow. And it feels like you have been in an environment where you haven't been able to really grow in a way that's fulfilling. It has that potted plant, when a root-bound potted plant. And I'm also getting like twisting to try to get enough sunlight, to try to get enough nutrients. It looks like you have spent a lot of time by yourself with this. Is that Virgo energy? The Hermit. It looks like your willingness to climb, to go within, to find your answers. The card of the Hermit has these mountains, the very impossibly difficult mountains to climb. But really it feels it's more of a metaphor of willingness to climb those internal mountains, to take a difficult path, to go within and see which beliefs are serving you and which beliefs are limiting you as a soul. It looks like your willingness to be alone, to find your own answers, has resulted in you finding your answers. You found your light. It feels like this is what's hidden, is you have these amazing answers. I don't get the feeling that you've communicated a lot about where you're at right now. It feels like as you've gone within, you also have this High Priestess energy. Wow, this is a lot. This is Major Arcana, the Fool, the Hermit, the High Priestess. You've shifted a lot of core issues. The High Priestess also has no roof over her head, no limitations. She embodies the unlimited potential that you have. So you've taken a trust fall to a new beginning. You've gone within to find your answers and this wisdom. And it's also unlocked your unlimited potential. You might be, this very well could be awakening energy, ascendance, going through a dark night of the soul to come out the other side, a very different version of yourself with unlimited potential, with maybe even some psychic abilities. Maybe you're tuning into your empathic abilities, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairs. You're clear seeing, clear speaking, clear feeling, clear knowing, clear hearing. Yeah, and it looks like, so as you have focused the way you have focused, if this has resonated and you're like, yep, that's me, what's hidden is that those who you have left behind, who are still very masked, still trying to concoct a storyline that It doesn't feel like you're cooperating with the storyline that they're creating. It feels like people in your life have created this like they're directing your life and projecting onto you how you need to show up in their story as the character, and it feels like you've just taken that away and you're not playing that game anymore. And so it feels like the people, what's hidden maybe from you is that the people who are still following lies, who are concerned about the story in the 3D, about controlling the narrative, about directing, about controlling, that they are in lesson. They are receiving karma. Karma is without passion. Karma is merely a device, an apparatus, a part of the energetic makeup of the universe that we are in. It's like a ripple goes out from whatever you are doing, and it comes back, and so you can then decide: is this something that I want to continue doing? You can see how the effect of your actions, of your words, because when it comes back, is that something I want to continue doing? It's wonderful for growth. And it's dispassionate. It's not good or bad. It's not karma's gonna get you. It's a wonderful tool, can be used as a wonderful tool for learning, for, I thought that was really a good way of operating, but now that has come back and I've been on the other side of that, the receiving end, I see that there must be a better way of operating because I didn't enjoy it. I didn't learn from that. Things like that. It's really wonderful. So it's my hope that anyone who is in this state, who is receiving lessons because of their lies and deception, it's my hope that if it's part of their soul journey, that they find those answers, that they can go on the same journey that you've been on, taking a leap of faith. Feels like you've been investing in yourself and going within, finding your answers, and now you have this unlimited potential. So, wow. All right, moving on to what you are leaving behind is the Two of Swords. You're leaving behind a lot of confusion, this or that thinking, black or white thinking, kind of an immature way. It's just how do I say it so it's not judgmental? Because I've been in this energy. I've been in this or that thinking. And it is very limited. And trying to be good. You know what I mean? People, I think what I'm tuning into is shame. People shaming you. That you need to be good, you need to be perceived as good. And people who weaponize communication and shame to get you to behave in a certain way. And it does look like you're leaving behind people who communicate in very immature ways. This is... I'm getting like manipulation and also, guilting, and people who, if you call them out, they immediately dive into their unresolved childhood trauma. And so you're meeting an adult embodied person with a mindset of a toddler, and toddlers can get very aggressive and mean and, throwing a tantrum. It feels like you're leaving behind some scary freaking people. Jeez. Scary. Embodied toddlers. Emotionally immature. People who've never learned how to heal those wounded aspects and instead make it everybody else's problem. It makes me feel like I'm walking on eggshells being around. Yes, they're so combative. They can't be called out on anything. It's just, they'll explode over anything. And even if you don't do anything, you're not doing anything, they'll just, if they're in a mood, they will project it onto you. It feels like you're a scapegoat. It feels like you're leaving behind being someone else's scapegoat. In this system that I'm tuned into, it feels covert. Like the people that are in this immature and a kind of aggressive, they need an outlet. They need someone to victimize. They need someone to project this energy onto. And so it's a family skip system, or the type of system I'm just finding. There's like a golden child, a scapegoat. And it feels like you've been a scapegoat. That, yes, leaving behind. I thought that walking on eggshells. You're leaving behind walking on eggshells. Leaving behind people who are just so determined to you needing to be wrong so they can be right. Emotionally immature people. Peter Pan type of energy, like someone who just needs to be a hero. They aren't willing to do any of the real work to become emotionally sound. They're just man child or woman child. You're also leaving behind a lack of stability, a lack of resources. You're leaving behind this stuck energy, this things won't move, things won't change, because you're in an environment where with people who don't want to evolve, don't want to change, death and rebirth in reverse. They don't know how to shift, or they don't want to. It doesn't matter. It just feels like it's not a good mix for where you would be better suited, an environment that would be better suited for you. So that's a lot you're leaving behind. All right, Virgo, how to get the most of this energy is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. How to get the most of this energy is, well, the first message I got was baskets. I'm seeing like a harvest coming in, and to create a mindset that you are inviting in more, this or something better. Instead of I need this much, then you will get that much. This or something better. Are you open to receiving more? Are you open to receiving twice as much? Are you open to, how much can you have? Can you have more? Can you imagine receiving more? Years ago, I was working with this, at the time, local mothers and babies group, support group. And after years and years and being a part of that group, it was amazing experience for me. I left it because I had to go to work, and so a couple of years went by, and when I reconnected with the people there, they said that they're out of money and they're going to have to close their doors if they don't get an influx of money. And so I was like, let's do a fundraiser. Let's find our founders, because it's been like 30 years since this group has founded. So I asked them how much they needed, and they said to keep the doors open at like $1,000, which isn't that much. And I worked together with everyone, and we raised a little over $1,000. Now looking back, I realized we could have raised a lot more, but that was that limit. That's all they could have. And so are you creating limits on how much you can receive? Not that you're expecting it, not BSing yourself, not fantasizing, but can I have more than what I expect? Can I allow more to come into my environment? I'm also getting a message here about being careful about what you're focusing your attention on. Are you focusing on the past? That's not helpful. Are you focusing your energy on what doesn't work so that grows? Or do you want to focus your energy on what does work and allow that to grow? Where your focus is, you're sending energy to that. So if you are sending energy to past people, these people or person or situations that I've been tuning into, deceptive energies, people who are immature, who have treated you like a scapegoat. It feels like we're working through a mother wound here. Neglect. I'm getting to pull your energy away. 7 of Pentacles upright. So 7 of Pentacles reversed and then upright. So it looks like how to get the most of this energy is to shift your focus. He's focusing on what he wants to create, what he wants in his life, and focusing on it in a way that allows it to grow, that nurtures it. Not focusing on it and sharing fear, but focusing on what you're growing for yourself, what you're creating for yourself, and loving it, appreciating it. I appreciate the seed, the potential of growth before I've even seen it break soil and come into this reality. I appreciate it and I trust that it will grow. I water it, I nurture it, I put it in the correct soil and in the right conditions for its growth. And then I love it before it even shows up. I love it as a sprout before it's ever going to give me any benefit. You love it and you grow it just like a plant, like a tree that I'm talking about, and you share it, you grow, and it might take a while for whatever seed you've planted for you to get the benefit from that, the shade from it, the vegetables, the fruits from it, the seeds, whatever it is that you are growing. But focusing on nurturing and loving energy, not sharing with your business, not sharing fears and worries. How are you being very mindful of the energy, not only what you're focusing, but how you're focusing on it? That's how to get the most out of this energy. All right, Virgo, what's supporting you is temperance, is patience, is having this ability to create an alchemical response, to alchemize, taking lead and turning it into gold, taking what's dense and unwanted in your environment and changing it into what you would prefer. It takes patience, it takes time. Okay, what's this? I'm not sure what this message is. Okay. there's this energy here of being too afraid to make moves. Of not feeling wanted, not feeling desired, not feeling loved. All right. And it looks like you're shifting this, a lot of beliefs about yourself. So I'm getting that what's supporting you is by finding these internal beliefs about yourself that are limiting, that are not true. It feels like the environments that you've been in, some of them have confirmed that these beliefs, but they're not true. They're beliefs. Beliefs are, you can trade out beliefs. Beliefs are not knowing, a knowing energy of truth. Beliefs can be used as stepping stones to what beliefs serve you best. And it looks like what's supporting you is recognizing that you are lovable. You are worthy of great love and care. It looks like you're ending this cycle of allowing others to dictate how you feel about yourself. Wow. Just recognizing that there are people, it feels like you're not taking it so personally. You're realizing that what people say and how they treat you is a direct reflection of what they have going on internally. It's not a reflection on you. And I think you've been told in your life that how I feel about you, you need to work on how I feel about you. Maybe a parent did that. Because if I don't perceive you as good, then you need to convince me. And instead of doing that activity, feels like you're just shifting within and moving on to people who can perceive you, who have healed this wound as well, who aren't interested in the game of projections, the game of blaming others, of unhealed childhood wounds, of being immature, of being it feels like consciousness. So, all right, Virgo, what to be mindful of is the Magician in reverse. Being mindful of those who don't have your best interest at heart, that benefit from you being this amazing being that you are, but playing small. By you not going after your soul fulfillment, by staying small and limited, then you don't challenge this person's worldview. Oh, wow. Feels like your willingness to detach from those who would block your progress. Feels like you have pulled your energy back, detached from those energies, and it's like you're, instead of trying to convince someone and see this in me, they're not gonna. That's part of the game. That's part of the toxic game, is I don't perceive you. I am taking all the things I don't like about me, and I'm projecting them outside of me onto you, and then hating myself through you. So you can't convince people. You can't change their minds. you provide such a valuable in service by being their whipping boy, by taking their abuse. Why would they change that? So instead of banging your head against a wall trying to convince people of who you are, you're pulling your energy back and you are just going your own way. You're embodying your truths. Instead of asking someone to see it, you see it. You're investing in yourself. And this is creating justice for you and stability. Wow. Wow. Absolutely beautiful, Virgo. I hope this was helpful. Take care. Bye.